sir, baby, on the radar, live from Studio Square Recordings in Queens. Yo, for the first time since before the pandemic. Me and Ron Suno back up. What's up, my brother? Welcome back, man.
Know the vibes. I'm here. Thanks for having me.
Yo, you're always welcome on this show. Last time we did this, we went viral on TikTok, which was crazy because I think we went viral in the middle of the pandemic. Like that clip was around, but that shit really caught on like midway through. First of all, you know, what I do with everybody since I haven't seen you, you were like one of my last interviews before the pandemic. How have you been this past year, bro?
I've been doing good, bro. You know, like working, staying focused.
Swag like Mike dropped during the pandemic?
Swag like Mike dropped. I'm about to drop a new tape called Jokes Up. So right now I'm just preparing and giving, doing push-ups, you know. You don't see me? I'm getting bigger. Like, for me, hell yeah. So, you know, I'm just creating my craft, yo. Just staying focused, yo.
Nah, man, I'm excited for you to be back. And, you know, when it comes to what I've noticed with you over the past year is obviously when we spoke last time, the Pinocchio remix I think just came out with Blueface, and you were speaking about how you're obviously leaning more into the music, which you've done. And I've noticed you kind of strayed a little bit away from the comedy stuff. Why did you decide to kind of, you know, slow down on the comedy and speed up on the music? Like what was, you know, because I know the comedy is what really kind of helped you build the platform.
Facts. Because I ain't gonna lie, like, I feel like comedy was something to give me the gateway through what I was really trying to do. Like, so like, I stopped that shit to show people I got a serious side. Like, I'm not gonna just keep doing skits and people not gonna understand what I'm really trying to do with my career, you know? So like, basically I'm just giving people the real side of me, the serious side and the porn side too, because I got a daughter. So everything I do, for me, is like, I'm gonna tell you, like, I just be thinking, like, I gotta go crazy, I'm motivated, like, you feel me, ain't no time to play no games, so I keep going.
How old is your daughter now?
She 1 year old.
Oh, congratulations, bro.
Oh, she 1 year old.
When was she born?
On May 14th.
Oh, wow, so like right in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah, she a tourist, so, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I got a little tourists on my side, go crazy, shit like that.
How has you know, having a child now? Because when we last saw each other, you were childless, Ron. You didn't have a kid yet.
Word.
How has a child, you know, especially having the child in the middle of the pandemic, how has that changed you?
I ain't gonna lie, it just made me more mature. Like, I see life differently. I got a different perspective. Like right now, I want more money. I want to create new things. I want to touch new lanes. Like right now, I'm thinking about just creating a new video game, no funny shit. Like
a video game.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say nothing. You heard? I was gonna keep it in the cut. The niggas be stealing my shit. I be paving waves all my life.
We gonna talk about the paving waves shit. But what is this video game shit you talking about?
I ain't gonna lie, cause you know I've been doing shit with the weed challenge when I was younger.
Yes.
You heard? So like I wanna have a concept with that, but I ain't gonna say too much cause niggas be watching, writing shit down. Next thing you know, they made it. Like they say they created it. Like
you know what's actually really crazy that you say that. It's because I was gonna talk to you about K-Flock and that later, but when K-Flock and WB and B-Love, shout out to them, when they were here with me like 3 weeks ago, they were saying that they had to drop Brotherly Love Part 2 because they didn't want people to jack their shit before they could, you know, continue and put more shit out.
Yeah, it's a cycle, bro. Like when you doing music, you gotta understand, like, even in the 80s when Biggie and Smooth and all them was rapping, niggas was still in their shit. So it's like it's always gonna be a cycle in the generation we in. So it's like now, when we got TikTok and social media, it's different now. We got kids that can really watch, understand, they can really study. So now they can look up to certain shit and follow what's behind that, yo. So you gotta be mindful of what you pointing out and letting people know what you wanna do with your source. Because if you wanna stay original and you don't want people to look at you like everybody else, you can't tell everybody your every move, yo.
Right.
So you gotta always be, how you say it, you gotta move digital, yo. You gotta move digital, shit like that. You know what I mean? Wow. So
having the daughter, you feel like you matured more. You feel like now it's like you gotta go harder because now you gotta provide for her too.
I gotta provide. I gotta go crazy, and the most important part too is like I got somebody that's on the earth that I made. So it's like I can't play around at all. Like, you know what I mean? I can't play around at all. Like if I got something that I know is gonna build, why not keep going crazy for it so I can build it for her? You feel me? So that's how I think.
Right, and you know, obviously being one of the first big rappers out of this new wave out of the Bronx, I gotta talk to you about these young guys, man. Because I saw you follow K-Flock, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, yo, shout out K-Flock, shout out B-Love again, shout out WB. They going crazy right now.
They going crazy.
How do you feel about this new wave of drill out the Bronx, especially with them too, and what they've been doing over the past? What? It's only been a couple months since they've really been going crazy.
I'm happy for them. You know why? Because that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to like implement the Bronx and this shit, you know? Like, because me personally, like, I was the first real drill rapper to get the recognition outside of the Bronx, you feel me? So like, what I was trying to do is open the doors for the Bronx. So to see the Bronx getting the love it get right now in 2021, that shit is crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Have you known them beforehand?
Like, you know, I got niggas on Third Side. You heard the Munners, you feel me? SBL, the label, you heard, you see where I'm from.
Yes, sir.
Stabby on Lifestyle. Shout out to my L's, you feel me? So we all going crazy from the Bronx, you feel me? All one team. But for the most part, though, like, I'm just happy that the Bronx gets recognition because every year they go say Brooklyn this, Brooklyn that, but we all one thing at the end of the day. We New York.
We all New York, yeah.
But you feel me? Bronx guy gets love too, you know.
Did you know him from like a little like?
Nah, I just more recently. Nah, I just met that nigga. You feel me? I just met him, but I know people you around. You know, like those are niggas I really grew up with. The people you around. You feel me? So those are niggas I knew.
Right, and even the type of drill that they're making is like it's a little different than what you've been making and what a lot of what's coming out of Brooklyn too. Like their shit is like this crazy raw energy, but I see like you're also your inspiration in it. Even when they be dancing and this shit, I be thinking I feel like this looks like something Ron came up with too.
Yeah, cause look, let me tell you why. When you a drill rapper, you gotta stay serious. So it's like when niggas was doing drill, it was all about guns and showing niggas that they got that tough side. So when they outside of music, niggas wouldn't play with them. You heard? Now when I implemented with my music, I had niggas feeling comfortable with dancing. Like there's certain shit that I see now that I wasn't before. You heard? Like I be doing swag like Mike. That's really Michael Jackson. Like I really implemented that in drill, like some real swaggy shit. You heard? And for New York, that's what we doing right now. Just being ourselves, creating just new trends. You heard?
And I want to let you get your shit off because I feel you gearing up to get your shit off. Let's talk about all the things you started.
Yo, bro, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, it's so crazy. Like, Ron Suno, I'm from the Bronx. Like, I was only 20 years old, too. Like, I created the Hip Hop Harry Challenge. For me, I made the Weed Challenge.
You and Hip Hop Harry on live?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh, my God, hilarious.
Yo, for me, shout out to Hip Hop Harry, too. You heard, like, it's a lot of shit that I was doing since I was a youngin'. I was creating, for me. But shout out to Max, too, you feel me?
Shout out my guy Max on the cam.
Because he was the one that really told me, like, because he from my hood, you heard? So he the one that sat down with me when I was, like, 14, like 15, he like, yo, bro, you gotta do these skits, bro. You a funny nigga. And he implemented a way how I could really come in the game with some funny shit. Cause I was rapping. Right. I was rapping when I met my son Max, and he put me the right way, like how to market myself. I ain't gonna lie, that's why I think him for that gangster. That's real shit.
And I heard you got something. So you was talking about Soulja Boy before this interview. Talk to me.
Nah, yeah, Soulja Boy, like for me, I fuck with Soulja Boy because he remind me of me. Like I really create shit like. That nigga really like set trends. That's why I respect that nigga. Like if you see the interviews that I did before, that's a nigga that I used to look up to, Soulja Boy. But for the most part though, like I feel like a lot of people don't respect him because how you say it, like they don't take it serious because they don't understand him. Like you know what I mean? Like that's how I feel like. Cause I'm funny, they don't understand. I really deal with this shit. Like I really do this. Like you know what I'm saying? So that's how I be feeling. So it's like everything implemented with Soulja Boy. Wow. Cause
I remember when we spoke last year, you like I'm funny. Yeah. I know we all know I'm funny. But I want people to take me seriously beyond the memes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like now I'm at a point where I don't even give a fuck what you're saying. Like I'm funny and I'm like that. So it's like anybody who play is gonna be playing. Just do it.
And I also feel like how you talking how you trailblaze a lot of shit for these young New York rappers, especially in the Bronx. Like Soulja Boy did that with the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like would there be a Ron Suno if there was no Soulja Boy?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though, and that's a fact because everything always is an inspiration from something, you know. Because you always gotta take examples, you know. So right. That's another thing you gotta look at too. Like in life, it's always gonna be an example that you gotta refer to in order to step through your steps, you know.
1,000%.
Always. So shout out to Soulja Boy too, because it's like. He made me realize social media was big. And that's why I implemented my shit on social media too. Like, you gotta always remember, like, he started on MySpace and he got lit on that. And I started on Facebook, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't started on Instagram and I started on Facebook getting lit, like, you know what I mean?
I remember I think you posted on your grid or your story, it's like a video of 14-year-old you rapping, and in our last interview, you like, yo, I've been doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know me for the comedy, but I've been rapping.
Yeah, like, I ain't never really want that funny image, like, cause I felt like, yo, bro, that's niggas laughing at you and shit. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I never used to have grown up. Like, then it's just like, I'm always funny though, bro. So I said, fuck it. Like, I'm just being myself, bro. Yo. That's it. Like, you just gotta be yourself. You can't just listen to everybody else. When you listen to everybody else, you're going to feel uncomfortable. You don't know what you want to do.
Right. And now, but you know, aside from the funny shit, you gotta get into your acting bag a little bit.
That's a fact.
I heard that's like your new endeavor. Shout out my guy Bobby. Bobby told me that you got a lot of acting stuff coming
Yeah, I go live for me. Shout out to Ron Suno too. We go crazy. We got a little short film coming out called Belly.
Belly,
We
yes.
made it, so I ain't gonna lie.
So what is this? So is it like a remake or what did you and Rob want to do with this?
Basically, it's like a twist to it. You feel me? He had his source to it because you know Ron Suno, he a rapper from Brooklyn coming
Of course,
out.
shout out Rob Swish, been on the show before.
So it's basically like a little storytell from Brooklyn, you feel me, like robberies, you feel me, a little hood story, and just featuring me in there, you feel me, got me going crazy. So that's
You
just
acting.
Yeah, that just show my acting side, showing people like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do next, you know? Like, I'm preparing for the bigger stuff, so you might see me in AMC, Netflix movie, you never know what's next, so
About
I'm
some Amazon Prime video shit, yeah.
Give people that perspective of what's next, you know?
Make sure y'all go watch that, because when we're recording this, it's not out, but when this interview is out, Belly is out. Ron Suno, Ross Swish.
Yeah, fact.
It's out. But I love that you get into your acting bag, man. I think that, like, you know, the natural progression of doing the comedy to the music to, you know, now you're like, all right, I don't want to do the skits anymore. We're going to do the acting stuff.
Real acting.
Taking it more seriously, doing something different with it.
Yeah, shit that's gonna really have people watching and think about it like, alright, like this that person. Like, you feel me? You ever watch the movie and then you look at that character and that stay with that same character, no matter what they movie they was in, like, oh, that's always gonna be the bad guy. Like, that's how you know their character role is mad powerful. Like, they look at me like, that's that nigga that shot that.
Like, you look at Robert Downey Jr., you're like, that's Iron Man.
Yeah, that's Iron Man. You feel me? That's Peter Parker. Like, you know, like, shit like that. I said Peter Parker. What's the Spider-Man name?
Peter Parker.
That's his name, Peter Parker, right? Oh,
Yeah, Peter Parker.
I thought it was Peter Pan. Never mind, I'm snapped. I'm off the Zara right now.
Also, okay, so we talked about the acting stuff, but one of the favorite things that I heard about you this year was, so I forgot what month it was. I think it was last fall. And shout out Bobby again from Empire. Bobby told me that you were joining the team. Talk to me about this deal you got with Empire now.
I ain't gonna lie, they seen the vision, like, you feel me? Like, I been was talking to Empire before, like, I was doing certain shit with other people, you feel me? Like, me and Empire, we always stay connected, but right now, like, in the right space, right before the summer, we just had a great team, like, a great plan for what we want to do, and, like, I see their vision, like, they good people, like, great energy, so I was like, let's do it, you heard? And they partnered up with me to build something that I can't build by myself, you feel me? You gotta have a team to do it, you know?
Right.
You always gotta have a team, so that's the right team to go with.
And you had the winners record with Sheff G, which went crazy. I remember seeing that video before it came out. I was like, oh yeah, this is a smash record right here. How'd you link with Sheff for that? Because I know we talked a lot about how you just want to work with anybody, you want to work with whoever want to work. How did you kind of link up with Sheff for that?
I go lie, Sheff is, I fuck with Sheff G, like, outside of music and shit, but for the most part, that was my manager that connected the dots with him for me.
Okay.
My manager got ties with Sheff G, so you hit him up and then we connected. I went to the studio and met Sheff G did. You know? So when I went to the studio, his verse was already done for me, so I just...
Oh, it was easy.
Yeah, it was already done.
And we got this new joint with Fetty Wap on the way. What is this new record with Fetty called?
It's called Drill Zoo.
Drill Zoo.
Or we might call it Taurus.
Okay.
We might call it Taurus.
Fetty, that's an amazing feature, by the way. I heard the record. I think it's so... How did you two kind of connect for that?
How did that connect? Oh, the beat maker. So basically, the beat maker that made this song. Shout out to my son, Zoo Fame. You know? Okay. Yeah, so basically, he from Jersey, whatever, and you know he's 1738. He made the beat for Sheff G, the winner's beat. Okay. And you know he fuck with Fetty Wap, and he was like, yo, you from New York, like you got a good sound. You need to work with my man Fetty, and they connected the dots. I went to the studio with Fetty. Like then yeah, probably the next day after work.
And we got, so this is all leading up to the new project, right? Jokes Up, on the way. Yeah. EP, project, album, what are we calling this?
Yeah, we're just gonna call this a project. I don't got a set name for it, because it's not an EP, we got 12 songs. We're just gonna call it a project right now. When we Jokes Up, like, Jokes Up mean no more jokes, ain't no playing around. Y'all gonna see a new side of me, like, more money, more success, more handsomeness, like, it's lit. Like,
what do you want the people to get from this project? What do you want people to take away from it? Like, or what are you trying to say with it?
Just to be yourself. Like, in life, you gotta go through different stages of yourself, bro. No matter what you go through in life, just stay yourself and stay humble and stay focused and stay motivated. So when you listen to my music and understand what I'm trying to do, you're gonna see where I'm coming from. For me, the motivation that I had to do what I'm doing.
Right. Do you have any other surprises on this project?
For the most part, I'm switching my sound.
Oh yes, we're singing now. We're singing now. Yeah.
I'm doing different shit, cause like, you understand, like, it's like, when you go to the store, and everybody getting the same sneakers, it's kind of like, you don't want to dress like everybody else. You want to wear the shit that's going to stand out. If everybody doing drill, I want to jump in a different lane where it's going to be like, all right, you trying something new. For me, it's just like being athletic. You feel me? You got to know to play different sports. You feel me?
Everybody wear the same Jordan 1s. You don't want to wear those Jordan 1s.
I'm with the 4s, yo. I'm with the 4s. I might wear the 5.
Do you feel like you're tired of doing drill, or where do you feel like your head's at with that?
I feel like drill was just just like how you say it? It's not a phase though. Drill's not a phase because drill gonna always be here. But it's like when you, as a rapper, you wanna always challenge yourself to try new things. You feel me? Like me, I'm used to drill. Like I could wake up and do a drill song right now. Like,
Of course.
I swear to God, like, and it's so crazy. Like I'm not going to so crazy, but I'm better than a lot of drill rappers. That's really, I ain't gonna lie. Like a lot of drill rappers be taking mad long to come up with. I would go to the studio and make a song right now. Like there's a studio, I'll make a song right now. Like that's how I feel. Like so, if I want to be able to switch it up, I want to see how I feel to do something new.
Right.
I gotta really write it down, really sit down, understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah, like for me, I want to see where I can go with that. And that's what I'm doing. Bro.
How do you feel like you challenged yourself this past year? Like in what way? Obviously, we got the singing. What do you feel like has during this past year that you've like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna challenge myself. I want to get better in this, and this.
Yeah, right now, I'll be in the gym for me, so I ain't gonna lie, I'm working out. Like hopefully, y'all go see where my mom like maybe 2 months probably. But for the most part, being in the gym, eating right. I ain't gonna lie, getting my money right. I know how to drive now.
I saw you drove here.
Yeah, nobody knew I know how to drive. Like people thought I drive, but between me and you, I just know how to drive.
They was like, he's outside, and I'm like, is that Ron parking?
Yeah, facts. Like for me, I ain't know how to drive before because I ain't really feel like I needed to drive. But then now it's like me having a kid, me doing what I do. Do what I do.
You gotta move a little different now.
That's
driving with the kid, with everything.
Yeah, backing up the phones, y'all don't see, but that's why I was backing up phones, even though I didn't know how to drive. You peep that, right? I didn't even know how to drive, I was still backing up phones.
You also got a new chain. You didn't wear it today.
Yeah, for me, word.
But I'm gonna put a picture like right here. Talk to me about the new piece that you got.
I ain't gonna lie, that's called elevation. For me, that's all the work that we did from 2019, like since Pinocchio, that whole phase of me rapping, boom, that's what it got me. To like mad jewelry, mad female, everything.
Right.
My mother, living.
And you know,
like snow.
I also wanted to. What I love about your relationship with DDG is just off the fact of like how y'all both kind of came up. You know what I'm saying? Because he came up off the YouTube, you came up off the social media. So whenever I feel like y'all link up, I feel like it's perfect. Because y'all both have a similar understanding of how shit work.
Yeah, that's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. One thing I like about DDG, he himself. For me, he not trying to be like nobody. For me, he a nigga that stays in his lane. For me, like, so I respect people that create their own lane. For me, because then now I want to work with you and I'm genuinely fuck with you. Bro. That's a fact.
And like you have me on the TikTok. Like I haven't seen you like link up. I forgot what the name of the creator was, but y'all was doing the dance.
Polo Boy.
Polo Boy, yeah, Polo Boy.
Polo Boy. I ain't gonna lie. I've been linking up with a couple TikTok people. You feel me? Like Jessica the Prankster. You feel me? I did a TikTok with her. You feel me? In Atlanta. I did a couple TikToks with a couple people. I ain't gonna lie. So my TikTok live right now. We going crazy. She got like 3.5 mil right now. World.
I think the transition from Instagram to TikTok. I actually want to get your thought on this. Like Instagram to TikTok now, as someone who blew up on Instagram and who's also obviously blown up on TikTok. What do you prefer? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like IG's dead now? Like, what's your kind of thought on like the social media stuff now?
I just feel like as each year go by, it's always gonna be a new social media that grow because it's new kids now. Like it's like the younger kids, they on TikTok, so it's like. If you want to tap in with the younger kids, I feel like TikTok is better. But if you want to tap in with your age group and you want to tap in what's going on right now in the real world, you got to use the gram because you got to know what you wake up and see crazy shit on the gram. Like I wake up and I see what happened on the block, and I'm not even on the block. Like, you know? That's why the gram will always be lit. But TikTok, you got to tap in with your fans.
It's a little bit different because you got to TikTok, you actually have to like take the time to think about what you're putting out there. You know what I'm saying? Where Instagram, you just throw shit out and that's it. But like TikTok, you got to like think about the dance, you got to think about the record. All that.
Everything is premeditated TikTok. Like I feel like TikTok is more so challenging. Like shit that kids would see more like musically. It's a musically thing. Like for me, TikTok is another
musically. But musically kind of came and went.
Yeah, that shit was like one. That was musically or Triller. Yeah, it was musically.
Well, musically and Triller were both. I think they both came out at the same time, and then TikTok just blew them out the water.
Yeah, that shit's
Were you hesitant to get on TikTok at first, or not? You was like, we doing this.
Yo, it's so crazy.
Because I know some artists are like, I don't want to be on TikTok like that.
Yo, bro, I swear to God, I think, who made my TikTok? Avery made my TikTok? Avery.
Shout out Avery, yo.
She made my TikTok and it was growing already.
I didn't make your TikTok, but I've been around.
Yeah, somebody made it.
This shit was growing and
I think my manager made it.
Bo made it?
Yeah, I didn't make my TikTok. It was growing. Yeah. So I had the password to start using it. Whoa, I didn't use TikTok. I didn't know what TikTok was.
And it's crazy how like it's become like the place to break records. Like even with some of your records, y'all got like thousands and thousands of videos made on the app to that. Like it's become like the place that's to like really put out music and to like break shit.
And then it's like TikTok is so you can see like difference from around the world. Like I got a lot of Gram, you can't really see what's going on around the world. How you see on TikTok? Like with TikTok, it'd be mad people from different countries going crazy. Like I ain't gonna lie, like no racist. I used to Indian niggas going crazy. Like I ain't gonna lie, mad different people, Africans, all that. Well, shout out to all my culture as well.
You know who went crazy? So Coyle Ray obviously like took TikTok and ran with it, and she had like all those records blow up. And I heard you've spoken to her recently.
Yeah, that's a fact. I DM her. She for me gave me her number. For me, I was gonna call her and all that. I know I'm about to go soon.
Coy, come on.
About to go soon.
Come on, Coy.
Nah, she about to go soon.
Oh, she about to get on for the project?
I'm about to send her a verse.
For the project? Ooh, that'd be hard.
I'm about to send her an open verse. You feel me? She waiting on me. She sent me an email. Yeah, but for the most part, I'm trying to figure out what song I'm gonna get on.
I like that because, like, you know, I spoke to her a little while ago about working with more New York artists, working with Jersey artists, like, and that's something that I feel like you always take pride in. It's just working, is like getting everybody together.
And she cool too. She cool.
She's
yeah,
dope
like,
as shit.
And she is, and she'll love. I ain't gonna lie. Like, so that's why I feel like that'd be a good feature. She from Jersey.
Yeah. And a year ago, I asked you how you wanted to unify people in New York, unify artists in New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to. I don't 100% remember exactly what you said, but I want to get your thoughts on it now that you've grown so much in the past year. You know, obviously, in the music, in your personal life, like how now would you want to bring people together?
Like, in what way you feeling?
Well, just work. Everybody can be cool. Everybody get money together. You know what I'm saying?
How in what way I can bring people together?
You know, I've had a lot of. You know, you mentioned the Busy Banks interview, right?
Yeah,
and
I
you know,
that shit.
and I've had 26AR on recently, and a lot of the conversation is not so much about having beef, but how can we move past those things? You know what I'm saying? Because people get more money together than just divided.
I ain't gonna lie, that should just be what other people like talking about. For me, just if you don't care about what other people talking about and just worry about what you want to do, everything be more genuine. For me, like people always care about, damn, I don't want to do this because I don't want to look like that. You know? I don't want to look like that, so they basically don't do it. You know what I mean? But if you just do what you want to do, everything come together. Like if you want to work with somebody, work with them.
Like who cares, bro? Just get the money.
But I ain't gonna lie, if it's up, then it's stuck. Though I can't even for me vouch for certain shit though, you know? Cause I wouldn't work with somebody I don't fuck with, so I don't know.
It's weird, like the politics behind it.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, that's like you going through something in the real world, and then you get in a business. You don't want to make money with that person, cause in the real world it's something else.
Right.
Facts.
So what else do the people have to be on the lookout for from Ron Suno in 2021?
2021.
So we got the project, we got the acting.
Creating more challenges. I got more dance moves that I'm about to create. Like, you know, dance moves that niggas never seen before.
You about to have the city on fire or something.
Yeah, I'm about to have the city shaking up and baking.
So what new dance moves we got? What new challenges are you planning?
I ain't gonna lie, just stay tuned for me. So the new song with Fetty Wap got a challenge in there. I'm gonna say too much for me, but when that song drop, y'all gonna see. For the most part, right now, I'm gearing up for me. Got all the baddies with me. You heard? Like, I ain't gonna lie, my name is listed. AKA got all the baddies. Like,
AKA
that's
got all
why
the baddies.
you should have shut down the interview. Like, yo, Ron Suno, why you got all these females in your videos and don't share them? Like, why you asking that? Because you know what's crazy? Every video I was doing, the brand, yo, it be like,
it's a different female every video. I got it. Where do you find all these girls? Where do you find them? In your DMs? On the block? Where you be finding some of them?
I got the Krabby Patty secret formula. I know where they at all times.
I got the GPS on my phone. It's right there.
They're sharing all their locations with you at all
I got
times.
all GPSs. I know where it's at. I'm coming. I'm right there.
Nah, but that's how you be finding them.
Yo, bro, I don't even know, bro. I swear to God, they be outside. Shout out to all the females I be working with. Like, I mean, we outside. Like, that's my rule. We outside. So if we outside, I'm gonna run into you. You feel me? So I'll be running to females. So when I run into you, we gonna have fun.
You get their number, you got their location, boom, it's over.
So we need closure. You feel me? I might give her exposure.
Yo, I need someone to meet this whole interview, bro.
Alright, so yeah, we gotta go crazy on this on TikTok. This is TikTok ready right here. But yeah, though, I ain't gonna lie. Right now, we grinding those. I mean, SBL the movement, like we created like a whole foundation. Like right now, I'm happy for what's going on because you feel me. Like it started with just something small, and then we turned it big. So we got clothes, we got castings, we got cameramans, we got different shit going on. We got big ass pieces. Like Niggas know what's up. Niggas not fucking with me, bro.
Is that you got anything else going on with SBL like outside of music and things like that? Like
We corporations, business. Hit me up for me. Business. You wanna be SBL?
what type of business?
Yo,
bro?
listen. If niggas wanna be SBL, all they gotta do is call Ron Suno, call my manager, call me.
You just gonna give me a number out of that?
Nah, DM me. We gonna go crazy. DM me and we gonna make business happen. That's it. I'm making calls.
Are you doing anything outside of like any other thing outside of music? Like
Outside of music
like,
right now?
You got any endeavors?
Yo, that's so crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to do Twitch.
Oh, you about to get on the Twitch shit?
Yeah, I'm about to do video gaming. So basically, right now, like,
With DDG and
what's
what's that kid that be having like that be doing all the such shit? Aiden Ross.
Yeah, Aiden Ross.
You ain't been on his shit yet, right?
Nah, I haven't been on. I seen it on.
But
YouTube.
you and Aiden Ross on some shit would be hilarious.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
You gonna put up with that such shit or not?
Yeah, I would hit him up. But for the most part, I ain't gonna lie. TikTok. What's that TikTok? Not TikTok.
No. Twitch.
Twitch, yeah.
Twitch.
Yeah. Twitch lit. Yeah, hell yeah. I gotta go to Twitch. Twitch is OD. Real true.
Man, you and Aiden Ross on the stream would be fucking.
Yeah, Aiden Ross is crazy.
Because I seen the DDG shit,
Yeah.
but I feel like you would whatever energy he was throwing at you, you would throw it right back at him.
Nah, pause, cause he.
Hey, yo.
Yo, that guy gonna fight.
Don't forget, he was a regular part of NBA Twitch.
Oh yeah, facts. I think that made a host. With
And he was a
GC.
part of their whole.
Yeah,
It's
facts.
even
The whole
top,
movement.
NBA.
I ain't gonna lie. And 2K, my Suno board, the song was in there.
Right.
Yeah, my song was in 2K.
How did it feel like? 'Cause obviously, we all grew up playing 2K.
Yeah.
How did it feel to kind of become officially a part of the game in some type of way?
I feel like even when I was younger, I was a little tight because they stole the Wii challenge. We put it in the game and shit.
They stole your shit?
Yeah, bro. Yo, Max,
I
remember I
missed
said?
it.
Y'all punching walls and
That's
shit.
why
Yo,
we
fuck
had
this
to-
shit. What's up, nigga? But they taking shit out, but most why just
But
like,
they kind of made it up to put your shit in.
yeah, they put the song in there. They ever made it that for me in my park or whatever. In case we shout out to Bobo.
You know what it feel like?
That shit got me tight though. Like,
You know what it feel like when Fortnite would stole the Block Boy JB shit and then give him credit?
yeah,
It kind of feels like that.
yeah, shit like that. Cause it's like you a young black man just trying to create shit. You just don't want people to take your shit because they come from the heart. Like when you do shit, like we got.
You're like, that's my shit. Like everybody from New York knows me because of my shit.
We got passion. We really do this because us.
So when you say you really started things, like these people, they gotta know you really started these things.
Yeah, I'm really the first comedian drill rapper. There's no other drill rapper that do comedy. I swear to God. Name one. I can't. I don't know. My mind don't work like that. I can't name one.
I don't think I can name one. I don't think there's.
Ooh, nigga, y'all niggas crazy. Nigga, shut.
You had that little kid at the gas station too. He was kind of
Oh
sturdy with it.
yeah, shout out to Gary Wu, you heard? Shout out to Gary Wu, you heard?
From the Your Man, when y'all was shooting the Your Man's video.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was like some young kid,
Yeah,
some young white kid. He
Yeah, that's my little man's Gary Wu.
Gary Wu.
Yeah, Gary Wu. That's a fact.
Nah,
Not us.
I'm excited for everything you got, bro. Like I'm excited for this product. I feel like this shit gonna shake things up, especially now that you with Empire and you got all these records out. You got Koi on the phone. You got DDG.
Man, facts. Oh yeah,
DDG
Tory
collab.
Lanez too.
Oh, Tory Lanez called you too.
He said
Yeah.
he wasn't doing a remix, so basically.
So he's gonna Tell me about the remix.
Yeah,
Talk
so
to me.
basically, he might get on your men's remix, or I might have him get on some new shit. You heard? Probably some whole other new song. You heard? So basically, you might see from there.
Is Tory Lanez someone you've always wanted to work with? Is that like has been like a
Yeah, I met him in KODs. He a cool nigga. I ain't gonna lie. He cool. He show love. I ain't gonna lie. That's a nigga I would work with. I just realized he from Canada. He from Canada?
Yeah, he's from Canada.
Yeah,
Well,
I
he
thought
moved
he
around.
from
He moved around a lot. I think he did live in New York for a while, but I think most of his life was spent in Canada.
Nigga from Canada.
So he might be on the project too, maybe.
Shout out to Tory. Shout out to Tory. I ain't gonna lie. That's a fact. Like he might be on the project. Most definitely.
Man, this is all very exciting. All right, so Joke's Up on the way. No official release date yet, but it's coming.
It's coming. You feel me? Because like I gonna lie, I could say June though. This month.
This month, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe July if things get pushed back.
Nah, I feel like July too late. This month. You heard? Jokes Up this month. You heard? And we smoking the best gas over here. We got that Zot. You heard? Make sure you smoke right. You heard? That niggas is crazy. Chin your lungs. You gotta treat them. Don't cheat them. You heard? Make sure you smoke the gas, bro. These niggas be smoking mid, lows. I smoke top of the top. So we can be at the top. Meet me at the top. You heard?
You think cannabis? We should talk about
Yeah.
that.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have a lot. So what are you doing? So now you know what? I'm gonna leave that in there because I like that. It shows the raw. So So what do you got going on in the cannabis industry?
Oh yeah, you feel me? Got the Pinocchio guys.
Pinocchio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
You got it on you. Got the bag on you. Can we show the bag?
I left it in the car.
Oh, okay. But you got Pinocchio. But Pinocchio gas is on the way, or it's out right now.
Yeah, I got the Jokes Up.
Jokes Up.
So you gonna see me with Jokes Up too with the Pinocchio stay. But
And it's legal in New York. That's
yeah,
what we chilling.
we legal. And what I was about to say, yo, weed and water. Stay high and hydrated.
He's smack right now.
Yeah,
Too.
weed and water. Stay high and hydrated. That's it.
Where can people cop that shit? Is it, because like I don't know how it's working with dispensaries and shit like that now in New York. You out of town shit.
Nah, we gonna talk about that. Him and my man Shimmy Beans, he got you.
Shout out to my band.
Yeah, Shimmy got you. He gonna make sure you good. You know? That's a fact.
Well, yo,
Bang him.
bang 'em. Well, yo, I always appreciate when you come to visit me, man. It's always a pleasure. Like, I'm so excited and I'm so happy for you for everything that has happened this past year and everything that's about to happen to you this summer now that we back outside. Anything else that the people got to know about? Obviously, where they can follow you at. Anything else you want to let them know? This camera right here, looking at this camera right here.
Yo, like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all can follow me on the green, Ron Suno. TikTok, Ron Suno. You heard? For me, YouTube, Ron Suno. We going crazy. I ain't gonna lie, 2021. Y'all gonna see. But I ain't gonna lie though. Go to my mother though. Y'all niggas not fucking with me, bro. Go to my mother, bro. You heard? Like, my body been different since a jit, nigga. It was suck, nigga. And niggas need to catch up, nigga. Fuck you talking about. What I'm about to do, I'm not ready for it. Whoa.
Ron Suno on the radar, baby. That's it.
Shit, you know the vibe.
My brother.
It's a fact.